trying to look down his pants.
Fingers.
You can. It's awful, isn't it?
I can
It really
always
is.
see down your pants.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Am I
You
looking
have
at
the
you?
best-
Am I talking to you?
I just have to answer.
You
Don't
have plumber
look at the
bum.
crack of my bum.
You have plumber bum.
I don't.
Constantly.
I don't.
Okay, we are recording right now.
recording.
Yeah.
I don't have plumber butt.
You do.
It's not true.
Damien, it's time for the world to know. You
Damien,
have
stand up right now. Stand up. Stand up, and don't touch your pants. See? Plumber bum.
Put your finger there. Oh my God! You went right.
You can't
for
have
it.
any more wine gums, Amanda.
I'm wasted.
Because you put your
My bum-
finger down the back of
That's
Damien's
true, I
pants.
did.
Maybe
I
just,
did.
Maybe these pants just run a little.
Hey, wait! Now it's all over my shoulder. My son puts his mouth on my shoulder. You know that?
I just
No.
feel violated and objectified.
Okay. Look,
I'm
Anthony
wrapping-
is embarrassed for us.
I'm wrapping my shirt
He's
around
embarrassed
me.
for us.
Look at this.
Our assistant here is
Would you like to give a visual impression of what I'm doing right now? Taking a shirt and
Damien is wrapping his thing. We haven't even started the show yet, so I'm
yeah,
gonna
we
start
have.
the show. No, I'm going to start it so that we can do it. So
I'm wrapping my bum up. I can do
All
the
right,
work now.
so. Oh, previously on.
okay, now this
Fantastic.
previously on Amanda has every right to be so angry about,
Why the anger though?
but because you don't understand, anger comes
Right,
from
ask the question.
frustration. Frustration comes from the fact that
I
she
care
has not got
too much.
control about this, and she
I
does
care
care
too much.
And that leads to the dark side of the force.
That's right. Luke.
Previously ons lead to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to being frustrated. And
Frustration.
This is the outtake. Frustration leads to a sense of low self-esteem. And then, when you're feeling low self-esteem, you begin to project that onto others. And when your subconscious begins to play havoc, that leads to the outskirts of near the dark side of the force. You're not quite there yet.
What was interesting is you
The
went,
dim side of the force.
But you shall succumb to the dim, the
I'm
gray
going
side.
to the dim
you
side.
became Jor-El there. That's the thing, is you went so far back.
No, Dorel.
Yeah.
My, he says Krypton. It doesn't say Krypton, it says Krypton.
Okay.
This George.
This was our
Hey, you're
first
watching
night shooting.
Firewall.
This is our first night shooting. We are out. And this
Ah!
doesn't exist. None of that exists. Just this exists.
Pulling the puppet
This is
out
where
there.
Mumbai was last week. This is all Mumbai. We just put
yeah.
trucks in there.
No, it's a warehouse.
So we're playing Sleepy Will. Sleepy Will.
Poor Will comes back from the dead and is just not quite himself.
And has to
Just
fight a
poop.
gummy bear right off the top.
Poops the
Yeah, I'm
bed.
using the other hand, not the hand that went down.
Can you say
It's
poops
hand.
the bed?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is our first night. Amanda had the giggles from the very first shot.
Which is so weird for me because I'm usually so professional.
So
Superhero pose.
you see that she's not laughing in that shot? That's probably the only time in 4 hours that she wasn't giggling.
That's not true. You know what? I was doing fine until we, you did this zap, zap, zappity, zap, 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 zappity, zap, 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 zappity, zap, zap, and you kept going and going and going until like the crew was dancing behind you and cameras were rolling. It
You
was
see,
insane.
what I'm doing when I do that is I'm looking for a specific reaction from the actor.
I was home watching Dancing with the Stars.
This is like 2 o'clock in the morning we're shooting this. It was so much
Now
fun.
here, this is you. Zappity zap 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 zappity zap 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 zappity zap 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 zap, and you just kept going on my close up.
And you laughed all the way through this. In fact, I used a take of you just about laughing. Watch. Robin's holding it together. He's so angry at you because he's trying to act.
He is not angry.
Right there.
You can tell that I was.
It was right in between giggles
I
that
was
we used.
smirking.
It was between giggles.
Magnus, when she gets angry, smirks wildly.
Amanda's dancing right now because
I like your laugh. You know the.
No, I do not smirk.
No, she doesn't. It's chipmunk.
You got really
She goes
offended.
chipmunk.
I did get rid.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah.
Oh!
No?
See, this is
It's a chipmunk.
this
It's
is
like,
personal attack Amanda session clearly because the last podcast was what it was.
I thought that's what we were
And
doing.
this one in high school, I laughed, and people used to dive under their desks because they said it sounded like a machine gun. So for Anthony, Anthony smirked when I said
We're
that.
being strafed.
So strafing.
5 o'clock high.
So I did not make any noise when I laughed for years. I laughed like this,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not right.
that's sad.
You just let it go,
and I
man.
finally got the sound back. And you, chipmunk. I guess I'm back to Silent laughter and silent tears.
So it's like
Silent tears. Other than those really loud tears you normally cry. Like cat on a hot tin roof when she's crying.
so this is like a Woody Woodpecker laugh?
No.
No?
Okay.
Leave me alone.
just leave me here in the street.
To my pain. You go on without me. I'll just giggle behind you. Okay,
Not real, not real, not real, not real.
so this
Not
next
real.
shot, once he leaves.
My armpits smell today.
Oh, come on, Damien, you don't have to do that. We're about to talk about a shot. Because this next shot takes us all the way through, like 5 different things.
Oh, this is
Instead-
okay. This is a typical Martin Wood tour de force shot.
We're not
Where
talking about it
it's-
because it's tour de force. We're talking about it because it's actually what you can do on green screen. It's really cool.
I'm sorry that me checking in with my own health was so offensive.
With my own help. Come on.
Okay, Damien, do what you always do. Maxi pads under the arms every day.
Oh.
For those heavy days.
For the natural scent is what you're looking for, my friend.
Right. You
All of you. Okay, here we go. This is.
Doesn't it bother you can never truly be free, Damien?
Rainforest or apple and pear scent?
Okay, so
Okay,
watch
here we
this.
go. This is the start of one
It's amazing.
continuous shot.
So, all they're doing is walking on green screen with a corner. We put a corner down. So, we just kept doing this continuous shot. And it takes us all the way to the elevator. There's one cut coming up right here. This cut, and they walk behind something, and they come out on the other side. And none of this exists. The only thing that exists is that wall on the right-hand side right there. That wall is part of a, actually only about 20 feet of that wall is outside the, what? Oh, come on.
You know what happened is I wrote this scene and said that they walk and talk, and you took the bait and made them do it.
I did. So
Usually
they're
it's like
standing
he
in front of the
plants them
elevator right
somewhere.
now. We don't know that for sure, but just because she reached across, we have elevator sounds right now. But you're going to find out we're actually standing in the elevator. We fake the doors open right here. There it is. And we go in, and Kate's in there. So see how the wall doesn't touch the floor? Right there? That's
Because
because
it's not real.
Well, no, it is real. It has to be on rollers. Right now, these 5 guys come in and they grab the wall and they start ripping it down. Like Amanda Tapping did in her first show last year.
Veritas.
In Veritas.
Like I was going to do until you killed it.
So, then we
Having
pass all these things.
chestnut.
So this is all still that one same shot. Around like this. Open the doors on a different floor. And actually
Same
this is
shot.
this is just the same floor that we were on.
Same continuous scene. Actors acting like crazy.
Actors having to talk all the way through it. Very much like a stage play. And they have to give us room to get past them right here.
So we sort of stop and pause and pull
Mhm.
over to the side, and then
There they
we
go.
continue.
Look at the guy. The painting at the back is turned sideways instead of the upright one that we normally use. That's that guy standing up at turned sideways. We need a big picture.
Like a stage play, without.
And then as it goes all the way down
Much
towards
lower
Will's
seats.
office.
And we're still
And
on the same
watch
shot.
this. Watch what she does with her hand right here, and whack catches the ball. And yeah, baby. Okay, so she actually caught an animated ball, but then was handed another one, and it was all about how Amanda just grabbed it out of midair and reaches down at the same time, comes up with it, and our props guy Scott put one in her hand and then disappeared behind that thing. So that was the end of the shot. Was walking right into Will's office and looking at the dented wall.
Actually, his name's not Scott. It's
Scott!
yeah.
Yeah.
Could you please call Scott?
Well, Marlon Brando just hung around here all day. So, Robin's hair.
Marlon Brando just hung around.
Is it just because he doesn't sleep? That's what happens to you.
He doesn't have time to care about his hair. He's not sleeping.
He's in crisis.
Yeah.
He's in crisis.
His hair is in crisis.
And you can tell by his hair. His hair's in crisis.
No, that's exactly right.
Oh.
I mean, no acting required. We just muss up his hair.
Yeah, that's just him. He showed up. We didn't even put him through anything.
Darken his eyebrows, muss up his hair.
Yeah.
Give him
And-
more
This is a
menacing.
good scene. This is a nice scene.
It
This
is
is
a
a
really
very
good
good
scene.
scene.
And this is where Wexford and the Unbelievers came from.
Mm-hmm.
The band that is actually playing their second gig.
Yeah.
There's actually a band made up of personnel from
Post-production.
post-production
Mark and Kirk.
called
What?
Gord,
And Gord.
Gord Rempel,
Rempel. Wexford and the non
who actually edited this show.
Unbelievers.
So,
Non-believers.
Wexford and the Unbelievers.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah.
Testing.
Damien has the
Thank God
poster.
this sign was here. We were in a big fight and be like, point to sign.
Yeah.
I have Marshall McLuhan right here. It's true. I've been listening to the conversation, and you know nothing of my work. I'm stuck here with two guys named Cheech.
This is where we're doing this podcast. We normally do them at Damien's house, but today we're actually doing them in Damien's office. And right beside the monitor is a book called The Complete Manual of Things That Can Kill You that Amanda Tapping gave him in hopes that he would read it.
Well, because Damien is a bit of a hypochondriac.
Why?
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 So I.
You were just worried about your underarms. Was it? 'Cause
Well,
you think
that's
they're
a
gonna kill
sign
you?
of 52 things.
If you're
Stinky underarms?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have an retractable bowel, which could kill
Ooh, you could be overcome by the vapors.
Yeah.
I could have consumption.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Put the gummy bear down.
I
And we
love that
slimed them up
reaction.
too. We slimed them up just before they went into it.
Puts it on his bum.
Just so he admitted that there's no way that,
Sorry.
there's no way the physics of that could actually work. Nothing that weighs that much could be carried by Henry.
But Biggie.
Ryan might disagree with you.
Ryan could carry Henry.
My hands and spine went half, but the rest of me stayed. You can make just one part of his body go half.
Okay. So there
Oh,
was.
there she goes. Oh, look, I can see your bum. There you go. You just rolled over on it. You and I
Lucky.
shop at the same jean
Lucky
store.
you.
Lucky
So,
me, yeah, it's
do you remember this scene used to have a fart joke in it?
Did it?
And
Oh,
we
that
were
one
told it had to come out. Not in that one.
What was the fart joke?
They when he leaves, they smell something.
Can I tell it? This,
Sure.
The way I got the note from the lovely Erica Kinnair, our network executive at Syfy Channel, was great. She's kind of a bit world weary, despite the fact she's a lovely young woman. And I wrote the scene where it's like, "What's that smell?" You know, the lines I've been born to write. And she's like, "So I read the latest draft." I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Ha ha ha, fart joke." And I was like, this long silence, and was like, "I'll take it out." But it was like I'm not laughing at your fart joke,
Yeah.
mister. Yeah, ha ha.
Ba-dum, ba-dum.
So it's still here. There's still a little bit right here. You see something move through between them. Methane gas. And then they go like this. They stop and they go.
Is it a blue angel?
It does look like a trail of poo particulate.
But they. We like to call those Klingons, by the way, in the sci-fi world.
You both
They're
can
known
never
as
get on my
Klingons.
case ever again. You said poop particulates
Well, that's what
in a podcast.
that's what I assume is
That's
in
the
that
scientific
gas.
There's no defense.
There's.
It comes
They
out.
might as well come out.
I'm biologically
No!
correct in my
I'm not trying to defend it. I believe that that's what comes out of your bum when you
I can do
pass
Particulate?
wind.
Particulate?
Poo particulates.
I can say anything from now on, and you have no moral ground to stand on to criticize me.
It's
No
a
shock.
scientific term, Damien.
Here's another one. It is.
See, you've also
And-
ruined the tension of the little clouds that go by. It's like, what are those? Well,
Well, according to Amanda Tapping, they're poo particulates.
what the omitted scene in this show is the, so when you're cloaking, it's this vapor that he's like, no, there's no, we're over here. You can't see anything. So what was the vapor that went by?
Poo particulate.
So that wasn't you guys.
The interesting thing is, I'm really glad she used the Latin term for it.
Yeah.
Particulatus?
Rather, yeah.
Fecal particulatus. What would the Eddie Izzard where he's trying to explain about the elephants? Elephantatus gigantus, mountainous, oh, fuck it.
Remember this scene
I'm
had.
trying to develop a new language.
You remember this scene had the Sidney Crosby joke in it?
Yeah, sweet Sidney Crosby.
What in the name of Sweet Cindy is going on? I thought
Did
that
they
would
make us
catch.
take it out?
No, they were going to change it.
I thought they would take.
To what?
The snowboarder. I can't remember.
Sean White?
Sean White.
No, it's Sidney Crosby.
What in the sweet Sean White?
They changed it?
No, it was not them. It was an argument between Ryan and Chris. Oh, do you remember this scene?
Yes.
This scene we had to change because it looked like Robin had lost the election, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Get that.
Lost the election?
Okay, imagine there's a tent in his bed right now.
What's the political metaphor? Help me.
It looked like he had a sock down his knickers. That's what it looked like.
Yes. So
That's the
we
polite
showed
way to
but
put
we
it.
had to push it in that shot.
He
because
woke up, and then he woke up.
We had to push it in the shot because
What's the term? My friend, I'm going to just go for it here. My friend called it, every morning you wake up with
The morning missile.
Wake up with porn dick.
oh,
I said go for it. I said I'm going for it.
it's a morning missile.
Oh!
All right, you know what? Wow.
Have you finished with that popsicle? Looks like you have. It's a stick.
Oh boy, nothing prepares you for this.
Oh boy.
Ladies, nothing prepares you for this kind of conversation.
It's like being dropped out of a black
I
helicopter in
cried.
Mogadishu, isn't it? Now, you should say...
Amanda's at that point where her eyebrows can't get any higher.
My eyebrows have now become part of my hairline.
But it's like you have to do the maitre d' at your favorite cafe. Beelzebub Cafe, table for 3. The maitre d'.
Welcome to the Beelzebub Cafe. Table for 3. Kindler, your table's ready? I'm sorry, your table's not quite ready yet. Could you please take a seat in the Lucifer Lounge?
Lucifer Lounge. More gluten. Not real, not real, not real, not real, not real.
Real. That behind me is real.
Mm-hmm.
But behind him is not, except for the door.
What's in front of you?
We should just dub the whole thing. You could turn the sound down. It's like, listen, I mean to talk to you about your hair. Really. What the hell is going on with you?
I knew this was coming.
Yeah.
I'm trying to channel my inner Corey Hart.
So Damon keeps wanting to do science,
Mystery
science theater
Yeah.
when we do these podcasts, so that we just replace all the words with our own.
I'm gonna go
But
over
the funny
here
thing is,
and
they
plug
are
something in.
your words. That's the dumb thing.
I'm heckling
you
myself.
already had the chance to put the
but I'm
words
heckling
in.
myself. What are you doing here? Get off my computer, no more porn. The porn's yours, and look, this is where you find it. Right there. No way.
That's what it says.
This is the finest marijuana you can buy. I might have some. Really? Well, we should get high together.
Damien hasn't slept for 2 days.
That's how it works. Oh man, I could make grilled cheese right now. What about you?
Me, I'm baking brownies.
Grilled cheese. Yeah.
Are you more responsible for the singed knives in my cutlery?
Oh, that's such a Toronto thing.
Yeah.
The hot knives. Hi, Mom and Dad. How's your vacation in Jamaica? Why are our knives ruined? And why do we have no paper towel holders?
Yeah, why was all the...
Why is the paper towel everywhere but no holder? Anyway.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And toilet paper. Anyway, long scene, Kindler. Stupid crack blood jokes still happening. Wow. Martin, you went to the washroom and craft table during this, didn't you?
Mhm.
You came
Yeah,
back and yelled,
came
cut.
back and said, "Oh, cut.
Cut whenever the hell you finished.
You're gonna stop talking."
Oh, we're back into the poop articulate here.
So you got these hands, and I take this and I like to play with the electric bed. I like the thing, the old guy bed.
Do you notice that in 2 podcasts we haven't actually talked about what they're interested in?
Okay, I want you to send mass emails out. If you would like us to goof off, send emails to me. If you want to know how Martin Wood makes the show
No,
from
no,
a
I'm not
technological
talking about that.
aspect, send him.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. We do that in DVDs and stuff like that. I understand this is different. It's just, we get so far off topic, and we always land somewhere near Damon's armpits. I just want to know.
Okay, what I want everyone to send in the phrase, the saying, the phrase that you want me to tattoo on my tailbone, so some people have something to look at in my plumber butt.
Yeah.
What message should it
what
say?
message should it say?
Above my whale tail.
Wide load.
Oh, wow.
I'm with
Just
stupid.
kidding.
Just
kidding.
Aussie rules. Grab on. Left-hand drive.
Mind the gap.
Mind the gap. Okay, this is important. I put the Nicholas Sparks novel in there because
Yes.
I can't stand that writer.
Really?
Here comes-
That's a bit harsh.
Here comes
dear.
the libelous slander.
That's harsh.
Lawyers, grab your pads. Yeah.
You just-
Garbage.
in your opinion.
You can't do that.
I actually read his books just to have an informed opinion. I just cry like a baby all the way through, and I hate him for pulling at my heart. When I read, was it The Horse Whisperer? Oh,
You
Jesus.
can't spend our podcast time slandering
Oh,
someone.
it's yours, isn't it? It's yours.
Hour.
It's not an hour. It's 44 minutes. Get over yourself.
So Sanctuary Heads.
Peely and look,
Ishii's back.
She's back.
Ishi-san. And Robin.
I was just watching our DVDs yesterday. I'd never seen any of our DVDs. The behind the scenes or anything. So
Oh,
I
the-
had season 2.
You mean
And I
the
was-
commentaries?
Yeah, and I was listening to some of the commentaries, and I was watching our trip to Japan. And there's Ishii-san. So fun.
It was quite the whirlwind tour.
Epic.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Mildly off topic, but not because.
Not because
Ishii's
of
there.
Damian's health. That's the good part.
This is where we reboot the series, right here in this scene. Oh, yeah. It is. It's like the, you're fired and you all get behind what we're doing here, and my father was cool.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey,
Party.
Thai guy in Zurich, I'm talking to you. That guy on the left. Thai guy in
This
Zurich.
is a lovely moment, I think, between Declan and
Yeah.
what's my character's name?
Helen Agnes.
Agnes May.
Yeah, her.
That would be a great alias for you. It's like, I'm Agnes May.
May.
You
I'm
can call me
Ellen
Ms. May
Hay,
or
Agnes May.
That's how we start season 4 because she's.
Agnes
Oh, I
May.
can't say it.
What's your name? Agnes May.
Can I just
As
say?
it
And then
happens,
I go like this with my eyes back and
Yeah,
forth.
look at her eyes. As it so happens, I'm a professor of Pig Latin at Oxford. And you are Dr. Magnus.
Igbo. Yeah.
Oh,
so
drop the
you and Robert, rewrote the end of this scene.
Bert Law. That's what his nickname is, Bert Law.
Bert Law.
You guys actually rewrote the end of this scene right
Yeah.
here. This did not exist in the original
It's a very, very
Damian
nice.
Kindler version. You guys decided
not
to put it
true.
there, so it is absolutely true.
What, you said the word cheeky bastard?
No, because we made it so that he knew beforehand, and the scene was written like he didn't.
Then I
No.
rewrote it.
Nope.
Didn't I? I
No,
thought
I
I
ended it.
changed it.
Man had done the other thing. And the good part about it was
You're just writing
you
the
should have
scripts
heard-
now. You're doing it all.
Just write,
This is
direct,
edited
produce,
by...
and act, and I don't need you.
I jumped behind the camera, then I got in front of the camera.
And then I rewrite what I'm about to say.
Then I did
And
everything.
then I say it.
Then I got the Middle East peace process going. I'll tell you something. Then I played some golf. I can't do Clinton.
That was a pretty good clip.
Robin Dunn does a good
He
Clinton.
does an amazing. He does the whole thing with the finger.
With the finger,
He
the
makes a little
hand.
kind of points his knuckle at you.
Yeah.
That's nice and golf.
Because Clinton would not point. See? So
Well, he
would
says,
go
you
like
know,
this.
Clinton thinks
You
about.
can't see what
he
I'm
says
doing.
He thinks about 3 things when he gets up in the morning: golf, women. What's wrong with America?
Now.
He's just missed the particulate pass.
I think that's probably best that we won't pay attention for that.
I'm okay with missing it. Somebody did something in here.
Smelling something.
Yes.
Nice Spidey.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa. Now Martin called for the cartwheeling.
Yeah. They're little gymnasts.
That little woman who plays that guy's creepy, but the girl's creepier.
I think she's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
She you cannot
Maria.
tell. She could be 40.
Maria.
She could be 12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't tell.
And you cannot tell. Both of them have circus training, too.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Is that code? Or is
Circus training? No, it's actually...
No, they
take it
really
for what it
actually
is.
have circus
they actually
training.
have circus training. It's
Yeah.
not like they worked in
Code for
No.
I once worked at McDonald's.
No.
I've got circus training.
Not, they understand how to rip people off at Carnegie.
They can win at asteroids.
Yeah. I love the fact that Robin sleeps through the entire scene.
And he did too.
Yeah.
He snored a little bit.
He does snore.
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa!
Hey, tell us all about it, Damian.
I will. I'll
How do
tell
you know that Robin Dunn snores?
Because in the house he's in, the guest room is next door, and I've stayed over. I have a bed, and there was one morning I woke up. I had earplugs in, and I pulled. I've told the story before, but I woke up early because I'm not an actor, but I get up earlier than him, even though his call time is early. Having kids will do that, as you know. You get into the body rhythm of just waking up early, no matter how late you've been up the night before. So I get up, and the earplugs are still in, but I'm like, there's a weird vibration. Like, I'm like, did someone leave the subwoofer unplugged, or something's wrong? And so I'm like, weird. I pulled them out, and through the the shared wall where there's like some sort of heating fan element, like with the baseboard, there's some. Anyway, I can hear.
Wow.
It's like a
Ladies.
raptor was sleeping off a meal in there. It was unbelievable. I was like, actually kind of just like astonished that a man that skinny could generate that level of sub bass, low level frequency. Yeah, the man was snoring like an Irish drunk.
Awesome.
Like an Irish drunk.
Mhm.
Not as.
I was being kind.
Yes.
Be kind and subtle.
Yeah, exactly. As if.
I love
You
this
got
scene.
lice, mate.
This was a great scene.
Did you find anything? Imagine doing the scene like, Rob, you got lice. He always makes Jewish Nazi lice jokes to me. You know that?
He does not.
Oh,
He does. He does.
That's terrible.
Okay.
I know.
He's fired. The part of Will Zimmerman will now be played by.
Bob Dylan.
You're trying to get me killed.
I'm just going through a different level with it.
And hey there, Magnus. I was going hunting monsters. Man, oh, salamander. You'll pass this way again, you can rest assured. I'll get sued by a bunch of lawyers for using the real words. In this world of suffering, you can poking through my hair. Me and I'll play the part of Will Zimmerman on the show. And they have to change my first name in the song. Anyway, I could go on here.
Yeah, stop.
Somebody switch him off.
Those holes that are in his head were actually supposed to be very elaborate.
They were.
Visual effects.
We used a
And
Sharpie.
we used a Sharpie. We just put the Sharpie on his
I
neck.
thought you were going to say, all right, makeup, put the holes in his head. Those look great. Those look great. We haven't done it yet.
No, they were supposed to be these elaborate little, and with like a little blood, and then it just became this massive.
And I was like, nah,
Like
let's
yellow.
put a Sharpie on the
This
neck.
might
And
be
then they
well.
didn't show up, so we just grabbed a Sharpie and doink, 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 doink.
This might be a well directed and well acted episode, but I defy you to write an exciting episode that is completely within the walls of the sanctuary only.
This was a great episode.
Thank you.
Completely within the walls of the sanctuary.
Thank you.
You only had 3.5
that's
months
going-
to write it.
Yeah.
Got fish? Pull it in.
This is what happens when
The
Damian
compliment
Kindler has
fish.
time to write.
The compliment fish. I would like to catch me a compliment fish. Ooh, it's fighting.
It's fighting. It's fighting. Doesn't want to come get in the net. You're going to need a bigger boat. The big compliment coming in.
Now this is
Oh,
funny about
right.
our season because
Gossip
Ryro's hair is quite short, and then they switched.
Yeah,
And no beard.
yeah.
Robin got shorter, and that's how you
Yeah.
can.
Oh, cool.
No, Agam shaved your
Cool
beard
shot.
before she started.
Nice.
So did I.
Really nice shot through the rings.
Mostly, I kept it.
The goatee.
Bigfoot there.
So I want to tell you, I had a driver the other day, taking me from the studio to your set, David, who looked at me and said, "This is going to sound like a really dumb question, but the guy who plays Bigfoot, that's not what he looks like, is it?" I went, "No, he was wearing
That
makeup."
is awesome.
And he said, because I just thought, I'm staring at him, and it's so unfortunate, unless it's makeup. And if it's makeup, it's really good. It's better than anything I've seen. And I actually got out of the car and I said, no, that's, and I pointed to Chris. I said, the bald guy right there, he's the guy who plays Bigfoot. He goes, oh, God, I got to say something to him, because I kept staring at him and going, he's looking over at me, staring at me. It's one of those things, you're not supposed to look at people like that. So
It's ironic because I was once with Chris at a party and I said, "Why did you come with all that makeup on? You look all human. Where's the rest of you? Don't try to pass this." I blew the joke. Sorry.
Yeah.
oh, it was a joke.
Shut up.
No, it wasn't.
I'm sweating. I need a maxi pad for my armpits.
Oh, nice. Look at that. Shooting the place up. What?
Wow, look at that, shooting the place out.
We're going to talk about something that's
That's like, that's like when I was doing
about those
research.
Oilers?
I was doing research for when I was writing Normandy, which is episode 317 this year. We were watching, me and Robin and Matty Finocchio was over. We were watching.
You remember Robin's house again?
Shut up. We were watching.
Yeah.
He was awake. We were watching Saving Private Ryan.
for most of it.
And Matty had never seen it, and he's sitting there, kind of hungover. He's sitting there watching Saving Private Ryan, and the scene where they take the machine gun nest where Giovanni
Yeah.
Ribisi gets shot. I'm making coffee. I'm just watching from the kitchen, and Matty's lying on the couch, and they shoot it all from way back with Jeremy. What's his name? Well, he watches them shooting, and you just hear Matty going, "Whoa, these dudes are hucking grenades at each other, man. Whoa." I'm just like, "Oh, kid. Oh my God, just hucking grenades."
That
Oh,
just
really
hurt to
hurt.
watch, and
It hurt. He did it twice, and
Yeah.
the first time
you made him do it twice.
Yeah. Well, it's because the first time didn't look real. And the second
Can't
time-
sneak up on Magnus. She'll shoot you.
That's true.
Center mass.
Shoot you.
It's true. With her little rabbit friend there.
Yeah. Little rabbit food.
Maybe if you got a haircut, they would not attack you.
See, I told Ryro that if he started a band, that's what he should name it, the Well Done Henrys. Which I think is a great name for a band.
But he already had a band.
2.
Helen Keller, and then the one.
The unbelievable.
Just thank God for this poster. The
Sun.
Sun.
Well Done Henrys, so much better.
I agree.
The unbelievable.
I'll
Genesis.
sue.
Oh, Sue.
Oh, so.
Because nobody's ever said, well done, Henry.
But it's like Wee Boy Pretty.
Yeah.
Joe's band. Yeah. Guys strapped down.
Yeah.
Girls strapped down.
This was one of those effects that
We have captured the yoga people.
it was supposed to be. This was supposed to be a different-
Namaste, Magnus.
You've won this round, yoga people. But soon we'll be stiff and unlimber again. You'll have failed. Our minds won't be clear.
Namaste,
You'll feel no sense of peace or balance. Ha! Your work will be for nothing.
Every day it makes it somewhere into our conversations.
We shall cross the sanctuary. Namaste.
I'm mocking my own episode.
You really... Wow.
You're on fire though when you mark
really
your episode.
are.
We shall make them all do downward dogs until they are tired, yet feeling a sense of well-being.
No more sun salutations for you.
You, Warrior 1. You, Warrior 2. You take the left flank.
This is guys.
You make me a sandwich.
Look through your third finger, like a laser beam. I'm not attacking anybody. I know, we're warming up for the attack. Is he dead or is he doing the corpse pose? He's dead.
No downward facing dog for Damian. PC to watch.
Not in those jeans. Dear God, we didn't anticipate this.
Downward facing plumber.
Oh my God.
Yep, you have got a jammed drain down there. Let me tell you, there ain't enough liquid plumber in this state to get that one done.
What's making you throw up?
Sure would love more of that coffee.
Let me just take another look. Whoa, what is that on the floor?
Poop particulates. And we've come full circle.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just all but the poo.
A 5-year-old.
Oh my God, my son thinks it's the funniest thing he's ever heard. Okay,
We're back to the yoga people.
wake up, bird up.
And think about your intentions for today. Think about those who want to be at peace with things that make you upset.
Have you been chained to the yoga mat?
Counterproductive to chain the people to the yoga mat.
Exactly. That's Bikram for you. Now we're going to do some hot yoga here, actually.
Yeah.
I'm going to suit by Bikram. This is great.
It's just, oh.
This episode of Sanctuary Self-Immolation is brought to you by Lululemon. Thinking of burning yourself alive to escape capture? Our
Here's
free
how.
and breathable lycra wear.
With the lozenges attached.
Exactly.
Somebody took my stash.
Okay? I don't know where it is.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
Visual effect. Pick up the prop.
Back faster. Hold the prop higher.
And cut. There was a boom in the frame.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
I need a smoothie. I forgot my water bottle. I hate when you forget your water bottle. You go to hot yoga.
Hot yoga. Go.
Here's some hot yoga. Too hot. Too hot. Vikram's telling you, man, it's too hot in there. It's not good for you. You may feel dizzy or throw up. Just stay inside yourself and
Go into child's pose.
go into child's pose and barf in your pants. Every orifice in your body may loosen involuntarily, but just stay with it.
Stay in child's pose.
Stay with it. And just feel it. Fucking like, oh my God. You know what? I could be on a couch somewhere.
You are.
Instead of a chair couch.
I could be on a couch watching the History Channel instead I'm in this hot yoga studio just having to...
Look at that. This
That's
is why
so
yoga
wild.
is dangerous. Look at that. Need I say more? Well, on to Pilates.
I'm so sure yoga was the answer.
I've got the crab.
This is my podcast for just laughing. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, totally.
What I'm going to do is put this space crab on your head. Yes, you see, the space crab is...
I don't exactly know how it works, but
You suck your brain. It'll probably still
Our
be hungry
favorite-
when it's done, but it's going to suck your brain.
our favorite room in the whole... try to bring it back to center somehow. Forget it.
No.
We love this office. And the whole gang's together. Okay, back to where we were.
Ryan's very
This is
funny.
actually a very fun
Very,
scene.
very
Mhm.
Oh. Stimulating. This crab is stimulating.
See, the good thing about our podcast is nobody has to worry about lining them up. Because they're talking about this now, they're talking about this now.
No.
Nothing will ever fit.
Nothing
It's like,
ever fits,
I don't know where
really.
they are. Can we just let it run?
I'm lost.
Okay, you know what the problem is? I wrote the scene too long. It should have been just like, walk in, stick it on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that happens with most of the scenes.
We're usually able to fix them on the day.
You don't need me, do you?
We
I'm
do
irrelevant
need-
to the process.
We do,
We
because you start the joke.
I'm the potato peeler of this kitchen, aren't I? Just
Everyone needs a potato peeler.
yeah, my hands are sore.
If there's no potato peeler, there's no dinner, my friend.
There's no potatoes.
Same thing. What if
Oh,
you're having
here he
potato
goes.
dinner?
And we feel
Melted
This is
cheese.
good. This is well done.
cool. I like the editing.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
Is this Gord Rempel?
Good example.
Gotta love it.
We are attempting to close our eyes and fall.
And now we get to see Gregory. That's not Gregory running up like that.
And my friend Doug is one of the men in white.
Your friend Doug.
Doug O'Keefe is one of the men in white. And then he ended up being in our Normandy episode.
Is that
I
right?
didn't know that.
Is that
I
true?
didn't know that Doug was
Yes!
there. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, he's a big part of Normandy.
Huge.
He's Corba.
That's all you're allowed to say?
That's all I said.
That's all you're allowed to say.
But let me give you one of his lines.
Those are wicked leather cuffs, man. And he's wearing a utilikilt.
He's wearing a utilikilt.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You guys know what a utilikilt is? It's like a kilt that's for utility.
It's Alan has one. I bought Alan one. It's like they're different kinds, but the utility kilt that Alan has is like a carpenter's kilt.
They can't see
So
the
it's
card.
got
Martin,
like a-
Martin found the utility
A
kilt
holder
card.
for your hammer and a holder for pockets for nails, and
You can go to utilikilt.com.
they make them in Seattle, Washington,
Right?
They're very
and
manly.
they're very manly.
They're married. I have one.
Well,
I have one
but
too.
the sizing
actually.
is
They
weird
have
because
girls'
David
ones
has
too.
one.
I said I need one that's a size 32 waist, so I got one and I put it on and I was like, like I could barely do it up, and I was like, Remember I was panicked. I'm like, what's happened to me? Why didn't no one warn me? I'd let myself go. I'm like,
Oh, because you wear them much lower.
no, it's just the sizing is wrong. Like the sizing for a 32 is actually like a 29 or something like that.
Like a 21. But you were still able to get it on.
I put it around one leg.
No, I remember Amanda Tapping came over to my house once wearing her utility kilt and these combat boots.
Yeah.
And it was so hot that I couldn't say anything because her husband was standing right there. So I pretended to faint because of the heat of the day, and it was
December.
like November.
Yeah, so everyone should go out and get a utility.
Movember.
There, we said it. And
It was-
maybe they'll send us free ones now that we've
It was Movember.
pumped their company.
Yeah.
But
How
they
come
are
you didn't
very
grow
cool.
a mustache for Movember?
I had one
Yeah.
for a few days, and then my children made me shave it off. Yeah. Why'd you make that noise? Your children make you do lots of things.
No, they don't.
Although they haven't been able to fix that.
They're not in control. I am. I am the adult.
Yeah.
I say.
Yeah.
Now, if you excuse me, I have to go buy a clown suit.
Okay, this is that whole quick resolve thing that Damien does so well. We've got 4 minutes left in the movie, so let's
Yeah.
get to the biggest shot we've ever done.
And the drawing of a symbol. And people going away.
And this is again, we have this a lot with the quick resolve where it's a hard sell. You have to sort of, I'm just going to speak it from an actor's perspective. You have to find a way to make that work without seeming disingenuous, right? So you have to sort of find little moments in it, and then so it doesn't look like that. Hey, I got it!
Mhm.
Eureka! We will go to this book and this math, and you have to sort of.
No matter what we do with the music, you can't get there unless the actor's doing it with their face. And what's funny about this is that nobody can figure this out except Magnus. So it's not like there's a lot of information anybody else can give it.
Super Magnus! Here I come to save the day. 2634.
Wait a second. These are the measurements of a Barbie.
Barbecue. That symbol looks like is it that Dr. Seuss book On Beyond Zebra?
Oh, it does.
The
look
alphabet
something
keeps
like
going.
that, doesn't
Kind of.
it? It does. But this is actually a symbol that was created in the alphabet that we used for Middle Earth, for Hollow Earth, from Middle Earth that we stole from Peter Jackson.
My God.
Oh, our library. It's so fantastic.
Very cool.
Yeah. This shot was one of those ones where you describe it to the actors, and normally when you describe it, everybody's right and break, and we're ready to do the scene. And this one, it was like, describe it to me again, and describe it to me again. What am I seeing? What am I seeing? What am I seeing? And it was really hard because I had it in my head, but I could not tell.
I was there that day. You're like, I don't know, just act.
I never say just act. I say
Yes, you do.
please act.
Please just act!
Please act.
Will you act?
Justify what I'm doing by acting.
And you never say action. You say commence.
Yeah, that's me. And act.
Yeah, I've done that.
You're famous for dork.
Dork.
Every time we have to go through a door or something opens, instead of saying door, Martin always says dork,
And he won't stop.
dork, dork.
Robin will be on the other side going,
Robin says,
I'm not coming.
stop it! I'm not coming through if you say dork. And dork.
And then you all say, we're all waiting for you. Still waiting, still rolling. And dork. Not coming through there.
Okay, so this shot I pitched out in the room, and everybody looked at me funny, and Damien said, "It'll work." This whole idea of building this theater for the first time, and then to make it interactive, this has to happen.
I have no idea where this idea
Ocular
came.
convergence without trying to look cross-eyed, and watch it close.
I have no idea where this all came from in my brain. A holographic map you can touch.
It's the only way to show new technology.
Amazing. It is an amazing, amazing shot.
It's an amazing concept. It got turned into a shot. It got acted by actors.
And got filmed.
Now, people say, what happens to that bridge when you try and get past it? Like when you walk around the thing, what happens to it? Wait till you see.
In the next episode.
In the next episode. Oh, no, in episode 6.
Whoa, we have to wait that long?
That's right.
Criminy.
Yeah. We hang around in here until Animus.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's Animus that happens in.
This
Look at
is
that.
amazing.
Because you'd think you wouldn't be able to get to the other side of the library, but you can.
Wow.
Hey, there it is.
Yay! Thanks for listening to us be, us.
Thanks for listening to us describe to you what happened in that show.
And if you watch the show again, I hope you understand. We write it on No Sleeping with a very small budget.
Thanks for your
Thanks for your
kids!
kids.
Yay!
.org.